We talking now? Okay.
Maybe now. Test.
Test
Test,
one,
test,
two,
one, two,
three.
three. Is this thing on?
I'm hearing myself
myself
echo.
echo.
Let me
Let
figure
me
out
figure
why.
out why.
1
1
second.
second. That's probably my bad. Hold on.
It might have been me. Check 1, 2, 3. Okay. Can you hear me?
Are we?
Check 1, 2.
Can we talk? Can we talk?
I think so. Can you hear me? Check 1, 2, 3. Check 1, 2, 3. Check 1, 2, 3.
Can you hear yourself now, Ryan?
I can hear you on my phone. 1 second. Let me switch to my AirPods. Okay. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Can you hear me? And can you hear yourself?
Let's see if I can hear myself. Yeah, I can't hear myself. Darn it.
That's good.
Wonder why.
Just because I was
okay. There we go.
You should be all right.
Oh my God! Today's the day.
Folks, welcome to this impromptu stream where nobody was supposed to talk while
Let's go.
Gemini 3 Pro was launching. However, it's it's 8:01 a.m. Pacific time
Past the embargo
in California, which means officially that we have Ahmad with the news. Gemini 3 Pro preview is out on the API. As you see here on the right, Gemini 3 Pro preview has been in Google AI Studio for at least 35 minutes. I don't know how Google is planning their releases. But hey, welcome y'all. There's 500 of you here. This is
What's up?
Impromptu live stream from the folks that bring you Thursday AI every week. My name is Alex Volkov. I'm an AI evangelist with weights and biases. Ryan will introduce himself.
What's up, everybody? I'm here with the AMP team in the war room, getting ready for the launch. What's up, y'all? Big day. All right. See you in a minute.
Ryan Carson, builder in residence in AMP, and we are so excited to tell you that we have had our hands, or at least Ryan, I don't know about you, but I have had my hands on a few of the very exciting releases that Google is allowed us to play with before 2 minutes just before this. So
okay, so you got to tell me, what do you think? Give me the whole breakdown.
Yes. I'm still waiting for like an official thing. I'm like looking around, and technically it's launched, but I don't see Google's like launching anything on their thing. So I'm like, what's going on?
I'm sure they will.
Yes. But yeah, the embargo has lifted, folks. We can tell you, Google is launching quite a few things today. Google is shipping. One would say shipping like crazy. So maybe let's go to the list of stuff, and then we can talk about. But what do I think? We are now touching the top intelligence that we had ever had access to. Gemini 3 Pro launching today everywhere in the API, as we already saw. Let's go, chess. Thank you. DeepMind has officially posted it. Let's go. Wait, I have to. Oh no, actually no. It's technically breaking news, right? Technically, this is breaking
there
news.
you go. Let's hear the breaking
Where's
news.
our breaking news button?
Come on. Hit it.
Oh, they changed the UI on me. Okay, let's go. We have. There we go. AI breaking news coming at you only on Thursday AI. Folks, welcome to Tuesday, November 18th, Google, DeepMind, and Brain, whatever, all of the Googles are launching officially Gemini
All the
3
stuff.
Pro, the top tier intelligence LLM that we all have access to today. It launches in the API, in AI Studio, in Gemini app. It launches in the inside AI search, which is very exciting. They're launching even a deeper version of Deep Think. There's a lot of stuff launching. I've been playing around with this a little bit, and I got to tell you, I am very impressed. I am very, very impressed. This is one hell of a model. DeepMind has officially posted this. Let's go. Happy Gemini 3 Pro Day to everyone. Our notes still say nobody speaks, but obviously we're speaking, so I think people will just get it. Ryan Carson from the AMP team, and the AMP team is sitting in the war room, looks like
What's
preparing for
up?
lunch.
Yep.
Apparently, Google has been working with a lot of folks before this release to test out this model. Assuming that you guys are some of these folks. What is
Yeah.
how are things going?
So we got access a little while ago, immediately started testing it, and we're blown away with the quality. So at AMP, we choose the model for our customers because we think it's our job as the agent harness to think very hard about these things and choose only the right model. And we've made the decision to make Gemini 3 our official model now,
Let's go.
which is insane. Like we've always been on Sonnet for our primary agent, so it's a big deal for us to do that. It's very good. Now, I do want to be objective and clear. The failure modes are pretty bad when they happen, right? So the highs are high, the lows sometimes can be almost lower, but overall, we feel that the output is amazing. So everybody needs to get it. Like, try the model and see what you think. But I think it's very good.
I'm gonna send this this prompt just to fuck around with it.
Do it live.
Yes, we're gonna do it. We're doing it live. We're doing fuck it.
Do it, fucking do it live.
Fuck it. I'll do it live. Folks, so Gemini 3 is not the only thing that Google is releasing today, but Gemini 3 is obviously something we're gonna talk about. This thing flies. Supposedly, this is a big model. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know the
obviously,
parameters.
like the frontier models are always big. But because Google is unique in the sense where it runs all of their things in TPUs, all of you already have access at AI Studio, which is what you're seeing streaming right now on the right. And
Yeah, it's fast.
I've asked it for WebGL and stuff, and it gave me 3,800 tokens in just a flick. And when I hit preview, we're gonna zoom out just a little bit. Previewing generated SVGs could leak the contents of this chat. Okay, show preview. Whoa, let's go. Let's go. This is ridiculous. Dude, this is so performant.
What
Doesn't lag
what was
at
your
all.
prompt? What was your
My
prompt?
prompt was generate a website to celebrate the release of Gemini 3 Pro. It should include a bunch of fireworks and WebGL stuff, make explosion of confetti.
Oh my God, look at that.
This is insane.
That's really good.
This is really good. Alrighty. Folks, in the comments, I'm taking suggestions about we're going to iterate with Gemini 3 Pro on this website of ours. But just before, I want to say that, Ryan, we have a question for you from another Ryan, if this is going to be the new Oracle for AMP.
Oh, that's a good question. So actually, no. And you know why? We think this is very important. It's actually very valuable to get feedback from one model to another, right? So the more diversity that you can have from two very good models whenever you are attacking a task and coding is a good thing. So we are still using GPT-5 with high thinking for the Oracle. Now that may change, but right now it's Gemini 3 for the primary model, which again is a huge deal. Like, we've never switched our primary model since the founding of AMP. We think it's that good, but the Oracle is still GPT-5, and I actually think you'll like that better. Now, I want to be like always honest though with everybody at Thursday AI and the whole internet. The failure modes are tough on Gemini 3. Like, you'll see them, right? So sometimes the reasoning tokens will bleed into the output, and so you see this like stream of thought like go into the output, which is not good. And sometimes it has edit tool failures as well. So there's a couple lows that people will see, but we think the highs are much higher, and we think you're gonna love it.
It's really dope. Folks are saying the purple gradient is still there. I see. Yes. I am taking suggestions about how to improve our website, our small website, to celebrate the Gemini Pro release. But dude, we got fireworks, we got confetti. This thing shot in what, like maybe 15 seconds, and then
Yeah,
it also showed
that
me a
was,
preview.
and it's fun.
It's really fun. It's really fun. It added the little thingy behind that I have no idea about. Very, very interesting. Interesting is the word. All right, folks. So Gemini 3 Pro. How about we look at the evals, which are crazy, and I think they leaked.
Oh man, they're impressive.
Yes, they leaked, but they're very impressive. So I'm gonna go and pull up the tweet that I would suggest that you guys go and check out. Because actually, let me just switch streams here. Well, because I got access to the little media release before, and so I want to show
Yeah,
you what's
yeah,
going on.
yeah. Mr. Special Pants.
I'm very excited, and shout out to the Gemini DeepMind people for the early access, which I got not too while ago. Let's talk about everything that they got released while we add Nistin to the stage, folks. There's quite a few releases beside the model, but we're going to talk about the model. Google is launching generative UI finally. Generative UI is something I've been excited for so long about, and finally it's here. Finally, like we can talk about this and see it in action. Hopefully, we'll see it in action soon.
Nice.
They have launched agent mode, which I haven't got early access to, and I'm really, really excited to play with. Where Gemini.com. Let me actually see if Gemini already pulled it up.
Basically, what can control the browser?
Project. What used to be called Project Mariner, where
Yeah.
it can do some stuff via the APIs that they have to Gmail. So it can sort Gmail for you. It can reply. It can do a bunch of stuff. We're gonna probably
So
play a video of this.
you know what the killer use case is that for anyone who's a developer?
Mm.
Doing testing. So what we're going to see is, we're thinking about this in AMP as well, is like we're to spin up tool calls that actually go out and use browser use to actually test your app.
Oh, brother, do I have some more news for you then? The next thing besides agent mode that they launched is a VS Code clone.
Hey,
A new VS Code clone.
we need one more.
Yeah, we need one more. So it's similar to Cursor, similar to Windsurf, similar to VS Code itself. This one is called Anti-Gravity, and Gemini 3 is baked in. And,
I saw this video. This is cool.
And that one is free. So right now, if you go to antigravity.google, you can download a Gemini 3 powered Cursor, basically competitor. And that one has a browser built in. Well, it has a connection to a browser, and that can run the stuff that you just did. So we'll definitely test. Definitely test this live on the show, because anti-gravity is a very interesting thing. And very interestingly, we're gonna say hello to our friend Swix in here. We have Nistin in here. We have Ryan, and now we have Google stepping into the world of AI builders. Swix, welcome. What's up, Ryan? Nistin, welcome. What's up? Swix, how does the news of today meet you? Where do they meet you? Probably you're in New York?
Yeah, I'm in New York for AIE.
Nice.
Yeah, it's very exciting. I've been coordinating with a lot of folks, but everyone is, it's like the worst kept secret in the world that it was launching.
This is the worst secret in the world.
Yeah.
when Logan Kilpatrick goes yesterday and just like pushes Gemini, and when they. Yeah, people have been testing this in supposedly early preview and been testing voxel stuff, which are kind of crazy. I think they trained on voxel. All right, so we just covered Swix just before it came in, Nistin just before it came in. We covered the major things that they announced. They announced Gemini 3 Pro, obviously with the evals. We're going to walk through evals right now. They announced generative UI inside the Gemini app. Gemini will build mini apps for you per your request once you search. This is super cool. I've been waiting for generative UI for a while. They're announcing a new competitor to Cursor, Windsurf, AMP, Klein, Rue, and all of the agentic folks. This I count is the third Google own coding tool, vibe coding tool. They have Jules, they have Gemini CLI, and now they have super gravity, anti-gravity. I keep forgetting its name. And then they also launched the deep think of number 3, which is a lot. So let's us walk through the evals because they are massive, folks. They got a unprecedented, state-of-the-art 1501 on ELO score on LM Arena. Not that LM Arena is, the one source of truth right now, but still it counts. Direction, it counts. It's 50 points on top of 2.5 Pro. And I think that the XAI team yesterday just kind of a little bit like spoiled the success of this. Just before yesterday, Gemini 2.5 Pro, I think, was the top on LM Arena. And then Google just wanted to beat themselves. Yesterday, Grok 4.1 was released, and both of those 4.1 and 4.1 thinking beat the previous Gemini. So Gemini 3 is now the top, but it's not just beating itself, it's beating Grok, which is only a 0.1 release. 91% on GPQA Diamond, with 37% on Humanity's Last Exam. This seems like this is definitely the state of the art like Zero model. There's also a bunch of leaked. Did you guys see this from earlier today? Somebody posted like the model card.
So many leaks.
Yeah, let's
And
go take a look at them.
And I know, Alex, you're going to do this, but I'd love to hear Swick's and Niston's take on the model itself too. Just
yeah. Let's do that now while I pull up the leaked evals.
I just got access to it on AI.dev. I don't have access to it on the work account, but it is on AI.dev and it is on the builder. So I just fired it up with a random idea. Maybe we can think like
I would suggest
you, the audience
download anti-gravity. Yeah.
Or we just shipped it in AMP too, so you can try.
Also AMP, yeah.
I need to. Oh, you just shipped it in AMP? Oh, okay. No. Actually, I can't try it in AMP.
They worked with all it's in every IDE. All of them have it.
Windsurf has it. Cursor has it.
Yeah.
It's out, people.
Apparently, Cursor leaked it as well. Well, we can
Cursor did not leak it. No. Because you can enter in the model string and it was enabled, which, but it wasn't a leak.
Oh, Cursor didn't leak. Okay, so no hate on Cursor, but all right, we have some evals here. Let me see if I can zoom in and you guys can see. No, nothing zooms in because of the XAPI. The interesting things, Vending Bench 2. Folks, Vending Bench, we talked about when Grok 4 launched. And then
this is such a good benchmark. I love it.
When Opus when Sonnet 4.5 launched as well. Vending Bench is those crazy folks who come into a foundational model's office. They set up a vending machine that does not take money. It's basically a fridge. And then they give an LLM the control and connection to Slack, and basically that LLM runs the vending machine with people requesting access and requesting treats, etc. And that LLM is supposed to restock. It has the access to an email account. The email account is actual. Those people are coming in and like restocking the fridge. It has to manage stock. It has to talk to customers. It has to like invite the things that the people want. It has to make money. Somehow, I'm not sure how they're actually paying for this. It's fake money, it was real money. But here it is. Cloud Sonnet 4.5 on Vending Bench received gained $3,800. GPT 5.1 only did like $1,400. Gemini 2.5 Pro was really bad at it. $500. That's all it made. Obviously, this is not a quantitative benchmark. It's a benchmark of a use in the real world. This is a real world supposedly application. The AI does have access to a tool to call and restock the machine. Vending Bench 2 on Gemini 3 Pro, which is a long horizon agentic task, beats everyone with $5,478.16 net worth.
I'm going to give this to my kids. Have them go make some money for me.
This is 100%. 100% big. MRCR, which is a long context performance for 1 million tokens. I love the shade here. MRCR is a long context eval. On Cloud Sonnet 4.5, it's not supported. 1 million. GPT 5.1, 1 million is not supported. On 1 million point-wise, MRCR, Gemini 3 Pro gets 26%. versus Gemini 2's Pro 16%. So significant improvement there. On 128 average, which is 128 tokens, they're leading the pack with 77% of adherence to long context with no like laws in the middle. Sweetbench verified is the one thing, and let's commend Google for doing this, right? Sweetbench verified is the one thing that is not beating anything else. You can literally look. Most of the evals that they posted are state of the art. Besides Sweetbench verified, Sweetbench verified Gemini Sonnet 4.5 is the king with 77.2, and Gemini is getting 76. Swix, thoughts on Google's top leading model intelligence not beating Sweetbench verified?
Neither here nor there. I think as well known, Sweetbench verified is a fairly saturated benchmark at this point. But I mean, good for them that they have they are sort of in the running, or like at least at the SOTA. Beyond that, like 0.1 here, 0.2 there, like I don't know if it's like really meaningful differences between the labs.
I want to speak to the fact that you with cognition folks with Windsurf, you guys talked about speed being sometimes more important than the quality. Sometimes the speed of iteration and how much the model can like iterate within itself and use agentic tools to kind of fix itself. Sometimes it's better than the 1.1.2 performance. Gemini 3 is fast. I don't have statistics right now. We'll wait for artificial analysis to test this out. But Gemini 3, as far as we saw, and we've played, just before you guys came in, Nistan and Swix, we had this thing where we tested out Gemini 3 in AI Studio, and we asked it for a thing to celebrate itself, like a little website. And now it generated this thing, and it generated like super fast, 40 seconds I think. Yeah, 40
that was
seconds.
So great.
It has WebGL in here, it has fireworks, it has confetti, it has like all of these things. The Gemini 3 is like going up and down, which seems to be a favorite effect. I've tested out on other websites as well. Enter AI Google, and it now appears the Gemini 3 presentation page. All right, let's try to do this. We have some comments as well. We're going to take a look at the comments, folks. Please keep commenting while we test this as well. Let's go back to evals just a little bit because they are very impressive. They're very impressive. But wait, I think Nistan's just trying, and Swix, I don't know if you got your thoughts.
I'll just point out that I typically don't say anything about speed during early testing because obviously it's faster when there's no load. So it's not really meaningful in any sense of the word until it stabilizes.
It's usually true with like other labs, but Google has the fleet of TPUs. They can probably host everything. And the reason I'm saying this is because the other release that they have, which is anti-gravity, the VS Clone fork, is launching for free. And it's launching for free on Mac, Windows, and Linux. And it feels to me that like Google is about to well, I guess we'll see the space. Yeah, definitely.
So, can I ask Swix? Like, I just love to hear your thoughts. Like, obviously, you've been using the model to code. I've been using it to code. I'd just love your kind of direct thoughts on the model.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's a very highly agentic model. Like, it's a clear step up from 2.5. I think that like it is. There are other models that we're testing that are better, but this is. At least puts Gemini back in the running with GPT-5 and Claude 4.5 as like a SOTA frontier coding model.
Yeah, I almost feel exactly the same. It's kind of interesting. But I said this before you joined the call, but we decided to make Gemini 3 our primary agent model for right now, which is a big choice for us. And I was saying as well, like the highs are higher, but the lows are lower. Like, you see some pretty bad failure modes on Gemini 3, where the reasoning tokens leak into the output, but the highs are very good and very high. There is times though when I literally have to say, okay, do it. So there's for some reason the model doesn't execute sometimes at the end of its output, which is strange. But overall, we think it's a pretty amazing model.
I want to call out. We're still on evals for Gemini 3, folks, on the leaked eval card, whatever. It does look official, though. Math Arena Apex, challenging math contest problems. We know about Frontier Math, which is a very difficult math eval. on Math Arena Apex, which I haven't heard about before, just heard about now, we're seeing 1%. And I love these benchmarks. And folks know that come to Thursday, that the saturated benchmarks where we're at the 80%, 81%, and every model ekes like 1% more, the difference doesn't make it meaningful for me. I love benchmarks that start with 1 or 5% that no models can do. On this benchmark, GPT 5.1 that just released last week is getting a 1% score. I love benchmarks with 1%. This means like a whole new hill to climb for developers. I just absolutely love them. Claude Sonnet 4.5, which is a great coding model, which supposedly this, I don't know if this Math Arena Apex uses tools. Maybe one of the co-hosts can look it up, or one of the folks in the audience can look it up if Math Apex uses code to fix this self. Claude Sonnet 4.5 gets 1.6%. Gemini 2.5 Pro gets less than 1%, 0.5%. Gemini 3 saw 23%. I've never seen quite as big a jump between zero, like unless they use the actual benchmark within the training data, which sometimes but hopefully the folks at Google know what they're doing. I've never seen quite such a big jump in one score. 23% on
that is
like
shocking.
Very significant. It's really big.
Wow. Do we trust that benchmark?
I mean, we can only, we're at the mercy of the information that we're given from Google.
So, I mean, I Googled a little bit. So it's exactly the kind of trick that happens also with other benchmarks like HLE, Humanities Last Exam. Math Arena Apex was chosen as a subset of problems that by definition, the sort of LLMs at the time did not solve. Right. So the numbers that are for the other models are going to be artificially low because they were chosen to be low. So all you have to do is do anything different, and you will get a higher score. So the same thing for HLE, when it first came out was like 1 point something. Frontier Math was also 1 point something.
Yeah.
And then like the first few jumps look a lot higher.
Yeah. That's great. To also learn about the new one, I want to see Frontier Math. I'm assuming now that it's out in the API and folks is out in the API, we'll see. RKGI 2, this seems like also a huge jump. At least, even if they chose these benchmarks to look like a jump looks higher, just comparing it to the 0.5 release of the previous model, Gemini 2.5 Pro, which was a great model, the jumps look very, very good. On RKGI, which is, we don't know if they use the multimodal one. We had the guy who tops RKGI with like 80%, and he does not treat he doesn't use the multimodal use. RKGI 2, which is a difficult task, the Gemini 3.1 Pro gets 31% versus 4.9 in Gemini 2.5 Pro and 17 on GPT 5.1. I love that they included GPT 5.1. I wish they included Grok 4.1 as well, but obviously with the release yesterday, they didn't have enough time to prepare those materials. We'll see. What's up, Amp Team? Yo. And what else do we have in the mathematics? We have MI, AI, Me as well. Anything stands out to you guys here? I like the video MMMU. I like this benchmark a lot because these models are very much multimodal and they keep improving. And as far as I know, Gemini models are the best at video understanding, full, complete multimodal video understanding. Any other things here in eval stands out to you folks?
Guys, I'm trying it. Okay, it has very good styling for TypeScript. But like the moment you try and customize what you were doing, I tried the same prompt we tried last time to build like a maglev launcher off of Mars in 3D and WebGL. That was like a one shot that Opus 4.1 did very well, and Sonnet 4.5 and the other models really couldn't. And yeah, Google built a very nice looking UI, but then it doesn't work. The other prompt I gave it was just like calculate a whole bunch of tables and stuff. Again, it one-shotted a very nice UI. The moment I give it something complex, it doesn't really do it after the first step. And if I give it some custom instructions, I was like, just write some code in Gleam. It didn't follow. It just wrote TypeScript anyway. So yeah, I'm going to be very
Where are you using this, Nistan?
I'm using it in AI.dev, AI Studio, Google's AI Studio right now. Yeah.
All
I
right.
pasted the prompt. It's for free for anybody. They do take the data for that. That's not your data. But yeah, I'm very impressed with the actual styling of the UI and its one-shot performance. Also, the app is structured very well for a TypeScript app. Like, there's not a lot of bloat. It only keeps like 2 files or so that it needs. But the moment you go past that first step and you ask for something a bit more complicated, it really struggles. So that's my first take on this. I might just like start projects in this and then continue them in like.
So Nisna, what I suggest for folks is to try the other release that they released. So Gemini 3 Pro evals are like literally state of the art across the board. Besides Civibench verified, which was great for them to add. And as Swix just mentioned, the math stuff was cherry picked so that the jump looks like crazy, but a jump does look crazy. Terminal Bench is also a very good agentic execution benchmark that just launched, a week ago, and they're getting state of the art with 54. I think Warp was the state of the art before Terminal Bench with 50%. So we're getting a very significantly strong coding agentic model. But folks are saying anti-gravity. Google has released antigravity.google, which is their new VS Code fork with several very interesting features, which I would love to walk you guys through because it's very interesting. The individual plan for this is free.
Oh, I was gonna say I'm downloading right now, but one thing I did want to call out was the Math Arena Apex was released in August, and they also showed GPT 5.1's numbers. That actually improves confidence in the benchmark and in the Gemini 3 numbers a lot, because GPT 5.1 is obviously a lot later.
Yeah, GPT 5.1 was, and also it's very interesting because OpenAI famously has the non-released models, the AI, not AME, the other math competitions, and they all just released like the 2 models. I think Gemini both and OpenAI unreleased models won the gold, and they keep saying like we're going to release them. But this is a general model. This is a generalized model that takes this score. Anti-gravity, folks, is pretty cool. They probably coded this with anti-gravity, this effect. Maybe we can figure out what this effect is called and try to ask it to code it. Anti-gravity has a few very interesting features. So get ready to say anti-gravity here. I have it installed. I actually, for this one, I did have a little bit of access, and I'm very, very excited to show you some of the stuff that it can do. Let's add Ryan back on stage. Ryan, welcome. Anti-gravity is a VS Code fork. It imports. It's very interesting when a new one launches, which of the other forks importing from they choose. So this one imports from Windsurf, from Cursor, and from VS Code, directly all your settings. Let's look at the changelog here super quick to see. Okay, the original launch of anti-gravity improvements, Google anti-gravity. Great. So the original launch, it's official, anti-gravity.google. Once you get in there and you kind of on board, you have on the left side very standard UI, I would say, with an agentic mode. You have Gemini 3 Pro High and Low. Oh, this is new. I only had Gemini 3 Pro High. You also have Cloud Sonnet 4.5 and Thinking. And you also have GPT OSS 120B Medium. Very interesting thing is this is free for now. The individual plan is free. So Google is literally just paying out of pocket for Cloud Sonnet 4.5, which today also launched on Amazon. Anyway, you have a planning mode and you have a fast mode. The fast just answers, and planning says agents can plan before executing tasks. I love this planning mode really, really much. Let me do proper English. Very much. I really like this planning mode because of the other feature that they have in anti-gravity, which is artifacts. Once it generates some stuff, anti-gravity generates a testing plan for you. And let's take a look. So first of all, I have here a project that I coded yesterday with my girlfriend. We built like a nano banana test. And then we used VO3 to kind of animate the stuff. All right. And this has like a fast API. We can start a new project like now live and then see what's going on. So I'm gonna open a new folder. We're gonna do gravity test. Nistan, we're gonna do your maglev thing if you want live.
Yeah.
Or we
Sure.
can do something else.
I don't know, guys. It's failing. It failed all 3 tests for me. I asked it to make a Menard chart.
What? I hear some sound effects from someone, folks. I don't know who that is.
I don't know whose microphone that is.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Anyway, I asked it to make a Menard chart of Napoleon's historical campaign. That it failed to do that on the first try. I don't know.
Swix, I think this is you. Put you on mute.
Yeah, I'm muted. Someone else.
Yeah. Okay. Tell me again. You try to.
I put the prompts in there. So one is a simple one: generate a Menard chart of Napoleon's campaign to Moscow and back. So it's supposed to be a chart of his Napoleon's entire army and how his ranks. I want to see how accurate it is to the 1894 chart, which is like the most famous chart of all time.
Let's try it. Where's my keyboard? Where doesn't?
And the other one was the 3JS Mars chart. See, the Mars one, I don't expect it to do on the first try, but at least the 2D one, shit. Because Codex got it. Even Quen got it on the second try. Opus got it on first try.
I love live streaming bugs, and now the main bug is I cannot paste anything into this inbox. I literally I have it in my clipboard history, and pasting does not work. So
you can just type it in. It's pretty short though.
Yeah, I will. Anti-gravity. I'm gonna relaunch this to see if this is a temporary bug. Obviously, this is an unreleased just released software, VS Code fork, so it may not work. Okay, yeah, paste works now. Very interesting bug, folks from Gemini. If you're watching this, I don't know how to get there. I don't know. Nissan, so we're gonna do it with Gemini 3 Pro on high, and then we're gonna do it in planning mode, and we'll see what. I will call out some of the features of this very specific VS Code fork. Specifically, that while this runs, we can see the kind of the thinking. This has access to a browser via a direct Chrome extension to a Chrome browser, and the first thing it does in planning mode is giving you 2 artifacts. One is the task artifact. And Nistan will help you. We'll get your help in trying to figure out whether or not this is enough or something that you want. And the other one is the implementation plan. The goal is create a web-based reproduction of Charles Menard's famous flow map. So it understood what you want. Napoleon's Russian campaign of 1802. Import D3. It wants to do it with D3. Import main.js and style. Basic styling for the chart. Blah blah blah. We'll contain new data.js. Will contain the raw JSON data for army, cities, and temp. That sounds good enough. And verification plan. Open HTML in the browser. Visually verify the 2 connected charts, map and temperature. Check for console errors. So this is the plan that it created for itself. And this is the task list. The cool thing about anti-gravity that I can see is you can comment on this. Listen, so please take a look at this project setup. Is there anything here that you would like to edit?
No, it's already. I do like Gemini for this, that it doesn't create too much crap. That's actually okay.
Yeah, but I do want to show folks. You know what? Great style CSS. I will ask it to use Tailwind. So, folks, in the artifact thing, you can comment for it on the separate stuff that it said that it wants to do. You can say use Tailwind CSS. You can add a comment, and then you can send this review. And then it will look at the task list and say, okay, you're the product manager. You told me what to do. Here is how I'm going to actually do it. And now says, I'm revising the plan to implement Tailwind CSS. I'll update TaskMD implementation and final review. So now it asks me for my review. I'm a product manager now. I don't code anymore. I have open and proceed. These are the 2 options that I have. The other thing that I wanted to show you super quick that I haven't seen anywhere else, maybe Cursor has similar to this, folks from AMP and the Windsurf, please correct me if I'm wrong. They have this new thing called Agent Manager, which for some reason the theme doesn't carry to. So if I'm a light theme on the editor, Agent Manager is still dark theme. But you guys can see Agent Manager has all of our workspaces on the left. So this is my gravity test, this is my nano banana test, this is my NA10 work that I tested out before. And all of them have, this is like an inbox. This is like a mail inbox. They literally have an inbox here. You can click and it shows you all of the agents. And because agents can do multiple things across multiple projects and are long running, they're trying a new UI. They're separating the two UIs. There's the editor UI and there's the management UI. Here, the agent manager, you're basically acting as a product manager. You're like managing a bunch of agents. And you can see that my generate a Minar chart here is actually like waiting to proceed and it's blocked. And the fixed video animation feature was finished. So I'm going to proceed here with the feature. And you can see behind the scenes, it actually sent the button. So you proceeded. And you can also open this guy in the agent manager. And I wish the manager would like, was a little bit lighter. But you can see kind of everything that it does here. So this is agent manager and I opened it and it shows everything that it does with no code. So this is the editor. And the progress updates is running. And this is the agent manager. And you can see step by step exactly what we chatted about. I found it to be super cool. Honestly, I found this like approach to agentic long tasks to be super cool. Now it asks to create a Minar chart agent. I think that...
Okay, it finally did a pretty good job for me, but it took like 4 or 5 prompts on AI Studio.
Yeah.
Okay, so the end result, like after some nudging, it does actually do a pretty good job.
For me, right now it's stuck. I think that
It takes a bit. It's not that. It's not like Sana just kind of goes on its own. This one needs a lot of harnessing.
I think it's. Listen, first of all, I think it's harnessing. But second of all, I think right now everybody's rushing to their APIs and they're probably scaling it. Like Swig said, we don't judge until it like shakes out. Because when we tried, Ryan, in the beginning, when it just launched, and we tried in the AI Studio, it was flying. It just like generated the file. Here, creating the project files is taking it a little bit. But folks, just back to anti-gravity as a feature. No, it's serving on port. Ooh, what? Nistan.
Yeah, it got it spot on. That looks like you can look at the original chart from 1890s, and it looks almost exactly like that.
Can we just say that you guys saw, this is Chrome, and you guys saw the little blue glow? This glow is when the agent that's built into anti-gravity is taking over my browser and performs tasks. And the thing that I haven't seen, it's creating a walkthrough for me and notifying the user. It took a screenshot of the browser, and that screenshot is actually a video. It's a GIF. I haven't seen this before. And this is like super cool. They're recording the video of what we just need in our browser. And Nistan, do we want to add some controls for this?
This is a cool feature because I think devs really need the ability for the agent to control the browser and test. So I'm excited about this.
It's testing, but I think the highlight there is Cursor has a browser. We just talked about this last week. We talked about Cursor having your browser. You can do a not stagehand. Somebody tell me the MCP.
Playwright. It's
Playwright,
slow
yeah.
though. It's
you
slow.
can do Playwright with Windsurf via MCP. This they don't have MCP built into anti-gravity, but because of their native integration with Chrome, they can record a video without just taking the DOM, and they can control it, and it looks kind of cool. Nistan, let's add some controls for this. What do you think? Let's add controls. I want to add controls. So first of all,
I want to fire up the Martian thing because that will be in 3D. That'll be a lot harder of a problem.
Let's convert this to 3D.
Convert
this to 3D somehow.
The taking a video of the agent using the browser is the modality that we need for the agents to be able to see if the app actually works. So this is exciting.
Let me just say that it also like showed me some stuff like this. Maps. The flow lines are correctly drawn, showing the dwindling army size. Temperature. The temperature chart aligns correctly with the retreat path. Styling. The parchment background and typography give it a polished look. Folks, I only asked for like the map itself. Let's ask it to give us a 3D. I love it. Anti-gravity looks like Nistan, you can't run it because of Let's take a look at the comments super quick, folks.
I can run AMP really well because there is ARM Linux built for it and runs very fast. But anyway.
Yeah, one comment from Anir is that there's the same blue glow that Perplexity browser uses. Yeah, it's very similar. And today is the tomorrow we wished for yesterday. Yes, it is. Gemini 3 is launched and we're all playing with this. Let's say the generative UI on the Gemini app is incredible. I asked it to compare tire cleaners, and the result wasn't typical table they used to give you before, but rather a website that it created for you that's interactive. Yes, I really want to test the generative UIs. For some reason, mine is not pulling up, even though I'm ultra, and I don't know why. I'm not getting. Let's see, compare between tire shops near Denver. Let's see if I can get the generative UI, so I'll show you guys in a second. Some folks are getting anti-gravity stuck on the count. We asked it to do a 3D. This is the implementation plan that it has. We don't have to look at the implementation, we can hit proceed. But the implementation plan is using 3GS, ribbon mesh, army flow. Nistan, let's just go proceed with it and then see. Yeah, we're gonna proceed. So the feature of the browser is recording the video and then implementing itself. It's not perfect, folks. We've played around with this yesterday, and when it was time to implement something it didn't know, it got stuck in the same loops that most agents get stuck in. Swix, I famously tried this last week with some more like advanced stuff. I was like bothering you in DMs, but also with bothering you like publicly, where I got to some more advanced things, and advanced things still need like correction from people and given it specific comments. But this guy is, this Gemini 3 is very agentic. It can do stuff on a while, like for a while. So we're gonna see what else it does.
I mean, I do want to point out though that it does. I don't think it always is as agentic as we want, right? So there's been several times where I have to tell it to continue. And obviously we all want to be direct about these models. Like it is very good, but some of the failure modes are a little frustrating.
Yeah, I had, and again, we had like early access, beta access, maybe like they changed something in the actual release mode. I had it gets just complete stuck. And then when I sent another prompt, nothing was happening. And hopefully this is just like a, temporary thing. All right, Nistan, I think we have got our 3D chart. Ooh, what is this?
I don't expect it to do that good of
no
of the job on the 3D, but if you want to try the exact same prompt we did last time for the Mars thing, that will be interesting because we tried the exact same with the Quen, Sonnet, Opus, and it works. I asked it to make like a planetarium that you zoom in and stuff, and it took a few prompts, but it did actually do a pretty good job, I think.
I want to specifically call out what it just did for folks who are watching. Not only did it generate the 3D thing without like many of our improvements, because of the anti-gravity and the Chrome browser integration, it opened it in the browser and then it rotated the thing to see that it actually worked. And then it probably told me like, hey, it's done. I have successfully converted the Minar chart to 3D. You can now explore the Napoleon campaign in interactive 3D space. Check your walkthrough for details and screenshot. Run it with blah, 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 blah. So we have, where's our Chrome browser? We have this guy. It rotates in 2D. It zooms in and zooms out, which is like standard 3GS things. I mean, this is pretty dope. No? Isn't this pretty cool? Like, I don't know if I'd be able to like just like build this without going to like a bunch of stuff. The titles are rotating and they're correct.
Alex, you couldn't just hand code this yourself? Come on.
No, I could, but it would take me a while.
But no, it's good.
I'm looking at the features that it built, and I can see the titles rotating towards me. I don't know if it's a feature of 3GS or not. I can see the text kind of like rotates on the temperature chart. We see the size of the army dwindling, as you guys see, as it progresses and the temperature is getting colder and colder. Yeah, this is dope. I like this. Do we want to do anything else to test? Oh, Nistan, you have a comparison to last time. Okay, let's take a look.
I'm actually going to try that in AMP. I just got it up and running. So.
All right, let's get it. This is the Mars thing.
Yeah, but that's the exact prompt that we tried for all of them.
Okay.
So That will
Let's
be
try this
interesting.
exact prompt. Okay, another feature for this exact prompt. If you guys remember, I opened a new folder and I tried a new folder because Agent Manager knows that sometimes you want to do things off the cuff. They have a new feature called Playground, and you can say start a new conversation in any of the folders that it has, workspaces, or in Playground. Playgrounds are independent workspaces, perfect for quick prototypes of following your curiosity. Move to a dedicated workspace to continue exploring after you want. So we're going to paste an instance prompt in planning mode, Gemini 3 Pro in Playground, and we're going to hit send. And basically, this solves the pet peeve of mine where I have to open a folder to open some coding agents. And this, they solved it with a temporary folder, which is like essentially like a small thing, but very, very good. And I like it. Listen, we're going to look calculate critical parameters, calculation, 3G, whatever. The thing with Nistan's like specific prompt that I don't know how to judge whether or not it's correct, so we'll see.
It
Meanwhile,
kind of lets it vibe it out on its own, so you can get some interesting. Like Quine once just built like a whole planet, but it didn't do what I asked. But like the planet was very pretty and in 3D and everything.
How's this plan for you, Nistan? Create implementation plan, create project directory structure, physics, implement physics calculator, document calculations in UI, 3GS visualization, set a scene, create master rain, Olympus Mons mesh, maglev rain mesh, create train model.
Seems legit.
All right, let's just send it. Yeah. We're sending it. This is in plan mode, so I think it's a little bit different than just like one-shotting it via AI dev, because this does run like a harness. This does do like the testing first, so we're gonna see. Meanwhile, other folks, do you have any of you have on Gemini Ultra? I really want to like test out the generative UI thing, but I don't think I have access for some reason. While I don't have access,
is Gemini 3 in smart mode in AMP? I just fired up the same thing in AMP.
That's a question for
like, do I have to? Yeah, because I think on free mode and stuff it doesn't allow it, but I think it's using Gemini 3.
Yeah. All right. While this goes, I want to show you this guy. I want to show you this guy. Yeah, let's actually pull this up on the stream like this. So, folks, one of the features, and we had a comment from LK Tor. The generative UI is in the Gemini app is incredible. I have access. I don't have access, but I will definitely show you a video that they sent me because I think it's really cool. So
I mean, I have it open. I can.
You have the Gemini Ultra access?
I have just Google Pro Workplace. I have the Gemini 3 preview on their AI Studio.
Do you have this like checkbox for visual layout?
That
we're showing right now?
No, not that one.
Okay.
I don't have access to that one.
This one.
No.
So if you guys hit this visual layout thing, generative UI era is here. And I love it. This is a video that says, help me plan a 3-day trip to Rome. It basically vibe codes apps and UIs on the fly for your search. This is so epic. I've been waiting for this. And the thing that I noticed, and again, this is a video, a promo video that they sent us. We're going to have to see how this actually works. The thing that I noticed here is that it will build you a slider for you to tell it how would you describe your preferred pace for the trip. So it basically like asks you additional information via widgets that it generates on the fly. I think that this is like just absolutely epic. I really, really want to like play around with this because generative UI is something I've been waiting for a while. And so this is called visual layout in the Gemini app. And this is coming to AI mode as well. So if you're in the Google AI mode, which is also getting Gemini 3 today, this is coming there as well. Generative UI is something I've been like imagining that we're going to get very, very soon. And it looks like with some advancements in vibe coding, this is now coming to Google. And it's one thing to roll out as a startup, but like it's a completely another thing to roll out is Google, the company that like search is like the main thing. So I'm really like excited about this. Doesn't look like any of the hosts here have access to this, so we're gonna skip and then we're gonna add back Nistan your thing. My anti-gravity is almost done with Nistan with your task. It's almost done. Let's take a look. I love this is the manager mode. I don't even see files. It just like checks off the checkboxes as it goes. We're just gonna get UI into activity, and then we'll see. Just if you want to pull up yours, also let me know. So, yes, Swix is torturing me in DMs. Another travel planning example, and nobody uses these things to travel plan. And I agree. But at least I didn't go and try to book me a flight, which is the default example for agentic stuff. But speaking of agentic stuff, apparently one of the releases this while we wait. Oh, Nistan, it's done. I think it's done. Let's open. Open. Okay. Open.
Yeah. Let's see what we got.
I'm gonna ask it to open this in browser.
It's having trouble for me too, even. In AMP, I told it to just start Bun. It didn't quite start it. Yeah, this needs harnessing.
Harnessing is okay. So
It'll get better.
Nistan, okay, we have something.
Oh, all right. Initiate launch. That looks like Mount Olympus, actually. Yeah.
We're waiting for it to stop controlling the thing. You see, it's like getting the DOM. It's recording itself, and at some point it will tell me it's done. But we can actually ask it to test. Rendering playback. I did notice that the anti-gravity thing is a little bit slow. Okay, playback available. So we basically, if we don't have access to the browser, we can just like look at the playback here. Okay, launch it and see. Okay, we're gonna actually tell it to use its own software. And again, here this is just a GIF, but it will supposedly take control of the browser. And show us some telemetry here as well. Yeah.
Is it technically a GIF that it's serving up, or is it an MP4?
Actually,
or do we? Okay.
Actually, no, but I'll move my cursor so you guys will see. It will start clicking the things. You'll have like a blue cursor, and at some point it will find the button.
Okay, this is kind of good for me. I can.
Instead, here getting excited.
Yeah, AMP did a pretty nuts job here.
All right, I'm gonna initiate launch in 2G comfort.
Wow, it built it realistic, dude. No, I'm like I have a bit of trouble zooming in and stuff.
Let's go.
You want to show yours? We're launching.
Yeah, sure. Are you guys watching? Do I need to zoom in and stuff?
Just give me 1 second before I'm seeing
just
a new feature.
Just tell me when.
I want to show a new feature. The agent integration has a notification that says agent needs your input, and you can go back to the agent from the browser. I don't know what agent input it needs, but I find it super cool, and you can just like stop the agent. All right, Nistan, let's take a look at yours. Where are you? Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. So I did this in AMP, and I told it make a single index.html. So I just opened the index.html, not even opening the server.
Yeah.
And it made it a realistic train launcher on the Martian Olympus that like I actually have a bit of trouble zooming in because it tried to make it to scale. And I told it to make it to scale. And it's going to launch it. Oh, I've never seen anyone do this. Okay, the launcher, yeah, it's moving. It's moving the launcher, but it's sideways. So it's accelerating the train launcher off of Mars. And it's built it to scale. So now I'm just going to tell AMP to make the whole planet realistic too, and add a time speed 10x button. Love you. All right. That's how I pronounce all them all.
Did you say love you at the end?
Yeah, I just put it because otherwise Sonnet's just going to go crazy and not do the work. So what else do we have here? Okay, this is the actual interface. I asked it to build an entire solar system, and it did build it. Like it took quite a bit of prompting, but it did actually make the thing. And if I do launch freaking Starship or whatever, it's going to crash. Okay, that's fine. But it did do the mission planning, and the UI is very nice. So yeah, this has a lot of potential with good harnessing. I think I was mistaken in the beginning that it just didn't do it right away.
I think just testing in the AI Studio for vibe coding for one shot is not the thing. I'm getting a reaction from folks that say, "Are you a lab tester because of the lab experiment on Gemini app?" I think I am. I haven't looked at it, but I think I am.
I'm not. I have a pro account, but
right. So
anyway, this is crazy. I like it.
Yeah. We are very impressed with the generative stuff. I want to show you the project that I built yesterday with anti-gravity, but I think we're done with anti-gravity, right? Like we're showing a VS Code fork from Google. It's free. It has access to browser. It has this manager mode that shows you kind of like, I honestly want to say, as less and less somebody who writes code and more somebody who talks to models that write code, I like this mode more than just like files. I honestly don't care about files anymore. Like I care about files when it's one of my projects and I know where to go, but when I'm like creating something from scratch, I will absolutely just like this mode. And this mode has progressive. It shows you the artifacts, it shows you to-do list, it connected to a browser, connected to a terminal, and it can move everything into a folder if you start with the playground. So the playground feature is also super dope. It's not perfect. There's issues with this, but I just like the idea, Ryan, of inbox for inbox for my agents, that they talk to me and then they can go off and do tasks and then go back. Folks are asking if there's a significant remap of Gemini CLI. I don't know. I know that Google has Gemini CLI for Cloud Code comparison. It has this for Cursor and WinSoft competition, and has Jules for Codex in the cloud competition. And all of these things at some point will supposedly get into one thing. AI mode. Let's see if I have access to AI mode already, folks. Okay. AI, google.com/AI mode. So supposedly AI mode already got Gemini 3 as well. Let me see if labs, if I can, a whole new way to search. Google Finance, agentic capabilities in AI mode. What? Yes, this is what I want. Get things done more easily in search. Let AI mode do the labor, find the best reservations or ticket that fit your needs. Web guide, audio overview, I don't need. Web guide, I don't know what this is. I want generative UI. Generative UI, Whisk, Viola, discover more, Google Labs. No. Okay, so I don't look like I don't have generative UI, but I have agent mode. So what should we do? Find me a reservation. No, book me a ticket to fly to New York for AI engineer. All right, Swix, what agentic helpful stuff do you have a liking for?
Research all the frontier models and create a dashboard.
Oh, that's actually dope. Let's take this guy.
I found Cursor's web agent the best for any type of web research. It was just so fast. It what is it, the Composer One or whatever they're using? The one time I tried it, I just asked it, look through all these blog posts and judge out the vibe, and then go on Hacker News and pull all the comments, and it just did it, and it did it very fast. That was like the first one where like, okay, I don't have to actually go and browse. I can just tell this thing.
It says I cannot directly image the file that you sent, but I can do a combined table. I don't know if this needs agentic mode, because this is basically just text, right? So this didn't really work for me. Or maybe I don't know how to invoke the agentic mode in AI search. I'm honestly also not sure that I have Gemini 3. This could be Gemini 2.5. I remember in the release notes they said there's going to be a drop down in AI mode, and I currently don't see the drop down, even though I'm the ultra whatever user. Web finance, etc. I really want a generative UI
I
to
don't
show
think
you.
this is it.
No, this doesn't feel like it's it. Like there's no agent here. There's I like how it just went with Nano Banana. Just like it's now creating images. For some reason it's here, even though, you know, AI mode is basically Google's ChatGPT, and this is how it looks like. But generative UI is the thing that we wanted to test, and is not testable for us for now. And which is a bummer, but it's right. Let's go to Gemini and see if Gemini refreshed already. No, see, I don't have access to it.
You only have access to it in AI.dev.
No, but like Gemini app also released today supposedly for ultra folks. And I think I'm in some kind of like a testing limbo where I have Ultra, but I'm not getting access to these things as well. But basically, AI mode, I will just show you guys. This is how AI mode will look. Where's this guy? The anti-gravity Gemini app. Yeah, this is the agent stuff. You will have agent in labs, and then you'll say something like organize my inbox. And then it will actually retrieve emails and then generate a draft replies for emails requiring a response, which is something that Perplexity email agent does. And it will generate a UI for you. You guys see this? Like this UI, it like generated this, I'm assuming on the fly for this. And it creates tasks for you somewhere. So this feels agentic. And Google for the longest time had this Project Mariner that was supposed to like go and click things. And we've chatted about this. And that is kind of the outcome of this. It's not yet an agentic browser. So Chrome and Gemini in Chrome cannot do this yet. But here it adds replies, and replies are, contextual as well. Let me just say, it looks like Wix had to drop. Thanks, Wix. Let me just say that, and I think I've talked about this on the podcast before, Perplexity's email agent does an incredible job at this. Just an absolutely mind-blowing, incredible job at this. So I want to see Google step in there. They have all my contacts for Gmail, etc. But again, I don't have it yet. Google folks, if you're watching, send me. I want to test out. Let me test out with the other one.
Ryan, will sub-agents work on this? Like, can I tell it to make different sub-agents in AMP to launch different spaceships from the planet at the same time?
You should be able to. I mean, all the normal AMP functionality will work for you. I use a lot of.
Did they work good with Gemini? Like, I know with Sonnet they work great.
You should try it and tell me.
Okay.
Let me know your thoughts.
Folks, we have, I think it's time for us to conclude the stream soon at 1 hour and 30 minutes. I think we covered most of the things. LM Arena, Google is number one at 1501 preliminary score, just above Grok 4.1. Again, back-to-back releases yesterday, Grok 4.1 and Grok 4.1, thinking the top tier LM Arena models were launched yesterday, and now Gemini 3 Pro was launched. Gemini 3 Pro was launched with thinking mode. Let's take a look at some of the stuff that we haven't covered yet. Oh, the deep thing we haven't covered. So the deep thing is even more impressive. 41% on Humanities Last Exam and an unprecedented 45.1 on ArcPrice. I want to see if ArcPrice already posted about Gemini. Gemini 3 models from Google, yes, have made a significant 2x SORA jump on ArcAGI 2. 2x SORA jump. Gemini 3
That's
Pro
bonkers.
is 31%, and Gemini 3 Deep Think 45.14% with $77 per task, which is very cheap. If you guys remember when, wow, look at this. Wow, Ryan, what the?
That's insane.
I am speechless. Did you guys see
holy cow. Okay.
The jumps?
That's Deep Think. Do we have that? We don't have it. Do we have it?
Yeah, we have the Deep Think. I think it's in preview.
Wow.
It's Deep Think with tools, but just look at the space between this. Guys, the previous state-of-the-art for ArcAGI 2 was GPT-5 Pro at, 18%. Gemini 3 Deep Think gets 45%. What the fuck?
What a time to be alive. What a time.
ArcAGI is supposedly very difficult for models to do. This is insane.
Yeah. Every day I feel so happy that I'm alive right now. It's one of those things like in the history of humanity.
Yeah. They're saying no model preview results are unofficial and be retested once the model is publicly available. Wow. Okay. Crazy. So it gets this crazy score. But I think the multimodality is really a big feature of Gemini 3. MMMU Pro, which is a multimodal, impressive marks of 81% and 87% of video MMMU, because Gemini is really, really good with video.
Yeah, it's so good at multimodal.
Generative UI I already showed you. Google search. Okay, this is how it's going to look in AI mode. You'd be able to have a drop down for a regular one and thinking maybe this is.
So can I ask you guys? Do you guys use AI mode on
all
Google?
The time. all
You do?
the time. I kind of like use Atlas for some stuff, Perplexity
Okay.
from some other stuff, and then AI mode, since we had Robbie Stein, the VP of search in Google, on the show, and he
Okay.
like AI mode pilled me. I use AI mode all the time. It feels like it's the fastest. It's basically the Google search network,
Yeah, with
but
AI.
with AI agentic, and now it's with Gemini 3, which is even better.
Interesting.
Yes, we talked about super anti-gravity. I want to call it supernova for some reason. It's a VS Code clone and has its own browser and an agent mode. I think this is all the releases. I think we did a good job.
Is that
covering
it? There wasn't much to talk about.
Yeah. There's some other releases I think upcoming. I think what actually happens is Google is not releasing everything to see if like a Sam Altman or an Elon Musk will like try to steal their thunder by releasing something like mind blowing, and then they're gonna release another thing.
Yeah, I mean, I can't share exactly what it is, but we're testing something uh, that came out last night at midnight. I mean, and things are moving so fast. It's just crazy.
It's crazy. Alrighty, folks. I think with 1 hour and 30 minutes, it's time for us to conclude the stream. Nistan, what do you think about Gemini 3? Will you keep using this after the stream concludes?
Yeah, I'm gonna use it, and I'm gonna use it in AMP. It's working. It's working. Like, it took a bit of nudging on the first UI, but it actually did do a better job in the end. I am still not fully convinced that this will be my main, but right now it seems like for troubleshooting and stuff, we'll see. But it looks like for starting a project, yeah, I'm gonna definitely use this.
Yeah. Ryan, what about you? You already said in the beginning of the show, you guys chose it as your default model in AMP.
Yeah, it's a big bet for us. I mean, we don't do that. You saw, I mean, we did the live stream on this show for when GPT-5 came out, and we chose not to use it, right?
Yep.
So I'm excited. I'm using it. Like I said, the highs are high, the lows are low, and it's my default model now for coding.
Yeah, I will play around with anti-gravity for sure. Even though yesterday it like choked my laptop and like it spinned up all the fans. I don't know why, because of the playground mode. And because of the browser integration. I wish they had MCPs because I wanted some more MCPs, but I will definitely, the browser integration is just so good. It can finish the loop on its own. So like the Gemini 3 is really good at this, at multimodal understanding. And because it's understanding video, it can see what it did and keep iterating until it fixes things. So I'm definitely going to use this. Folks, just a small reminder, 1 hour, 30 minutes into the show, over 2,500 of you joined us for the celebration of Gemini 3. Thank you so much. This has been, congratulations. Go play with these models. Hopefully we'll get the agent mode soon and the generative UI soon. We'll get all of those things. Just a reminder that all of these people on the stream are hosts of the Thursday Eye show, which comes to you every Thursday. And this week, we're going to come to you live from AI Engineer Code in New York. Ryan will join us. Shout out to the AMP team that's sitting there and doing a lot of work behind the scenes. My name is Alex Volkov. I'm an AI evangelist with Weights and Biases. Ryan Carson here, building resident AMP. And Nistan is Nistan at Nistan on Twitter. Please follow all of us. Please let us know your comments about the model as well. We would love to see under the stream in the comments to the show below. And subscribe to ThursdayEye.news for the live stream on Thursday. It's going to be dope. Ryan will hopefully be there as well. It's going to be really, really cool. See you guys in a few days. Bye-bye.
Take care, everybody. Bye. See ya.
Bye, all. And we're going to do it.